Hey you guys, how's it going? So I wanted to go ahead and just do a review on a foundation I've been using pretty much almost all month, all September. So it was in my September favorites. It's called Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup, and it looks like this. It does have SPF 20, and this is what it looks like, the packaging. It's in a glass container. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about my first experience when I went to the store. When I went to the store, probably the first thing right off the bat that I noticed is the color selection sucks. There isn't that many colors. Most of the colors are focused from light to fair to medium skin tones. So it was for me it was okay, but I was thinking the darkest color that they have is tan, and the tan color that they have seems like it's probably a color that I will fit in the summer when I'm outside all the time tanning and going to the pool every day. That's how that's the color that I get. So it's not like it's really dark. I think this was the third to last shade that they had at my Walmart, and this is in natural beige. So that's my color right here. So natural beige is my color. Oh yeah, that's the first thing off the bat that I noticed. They didn't have a really good color selection, which made me kind of sad, because that's the worst, when a good product doesn't have a good color selection. So not everybody can try it. So this did cost $10 at Walmart, and yeah, I'm just gonna say what it says in the back, what it says that it does or whatever. It says it's an exclusive blend of antioxidants and an SPF 20. Sorry, it keeps skin young and healthy looking. It's a lightweight, silky formula. So when I started using this, I had been breaking out before I started using this. So when I started using this, I was in the process of healing my breakouts, and I don't feel like this necessarily made me break out even more. My breakouts, my acne still healed. So it's not a heavy formula. It's not really oily. It is very buildable. It's a very buildable foundation. When I first apply it, which I'm going to show you kind of a clip of how I apply it, but I apply it with a little blending sponge, and so that kind of gives me medium coverage with that blending sponge. I have tried it with an actual foundation brush, and it does give you more of a fuller coverage, but it doesn't cover completely. You can see I have a little kind of healing, kind of scabby pimple, and it won't cover that up, which no foundation does. By itself, I have to add concealer and stuff just to get it to look the way it looks right now, not so bright and out there. But it did have a pretty good coverage. Like I said, with the foundation brush or any kind of brush, it has more of a fuller coverage. So I apply it with my little blending sponge. I'm going to just grab it and just pour a little bit on my hand. About that much. You can see how it starts to drip. It's so light. I'm just going to grab my sponge and dab it in and dab it around my face and then start to blend it in. I didn't feel like it looked cakey or anything like that, and my skin's dry, so I don't feel like I had a problem with it. It was really silky. So first of all, like I said, it is in this glass container, and it does not have a pump. So you can see it does not have a pump. The problem with this, let me just tell you, this is what made me mad the most. This formula is so silky. You'll probably see in my little demo that if I tilt my hand, it starts to drip really fast. it's so lightweight, such a thin formula that for them to not have a pump is kind of ridiculous, I think. Because as soon as you pour it, a bunch comes out because it's so thin and creamy. So I feel like if they're gonna make something like that is just so lightweight, they should have a pump. That way, when you're pumping, you're not gonna waste as much product as you do tipping. Like, it's kind of ridiculous that they want you to tip it. You know, I would understand with kind of formulas that don't like drip as much and are just like not so lightweight like this one is. But if you've tried it, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you've even like in the store opened it up and tried to pour a little bit on your hand or something like that, you know what I'm talking about. But that's kind of the thing that made me the worst, like made me mad the most. Like it just upset me. They should have a pump with this, like for reals. Anywho, besides that, I didn't feel like it clogged my pores. I felt it was lightweight, like you couldn't really feel it on your face. It's not like one of those foundations that you just can feel it on your face. It doesn't look cakey. It didn't leave my face like abnormally healthy or make me like notice, oh, the foundation's doing something. Like my face looked the same, and it just didn't get in the way of my acne healing, because I get acne when I'm stressed. So when I got this product, I was getting over like a really stressful like situation or whatever, so my acne was healing, but it didn't get in the way of that. Some foundations, if I have acne and I put it on, it's just adds and it just doesn't let it heal. This did not do that. It is very, very blendable. This is very, very, very blendable. It's super easy. This is a really good foundation if you're starting out with makeup. If you want something very easy to deal with, very blendable, if they have your color, this would definitely be a really nice makeup. It's not stinky. It smells like foundation, but it doesn't smell like that nasty foundation smell. Like, it just smells normal and it's not really strong. It's a cute little bottle. Like I said, it was only $10. It does have SPF 20, so if you're trying to take a lot of pictures or go out to an event and you want this foundation, first of all, you probably have to build up to a full coverage foundation with this, and plus the SPF 20, it's going to give you a really bad like white face because of the flash. But I'm talking about everyday makeup. This is a really good foundation. I like it a lot. I've added it to my September favorites because I liked it and I have been wearing it to test it out. But I recommend that if they have it in your color, you go ahead and go to Walmart or Walgreens to kind of like check it out. So that's what it looks like. And you can see all the stuff that it says in the back. Just keep that in mind. I do have dry to normal skin. So if you have oily skin, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but if you have dry to normal skin, it worked just fine for me. I didn't have no dry patches or anything. I did use it with moisturizer and primer, and this, I forgot to say, this isn't going to last you 24 hours. This isn't going to last you 12 hours. This is kind of like an 8-hour foundation, I feel like. Sometimes, you know, depending if you put powder on top, if you use a primer, put this on, then put a powder over top, and then a setting spray, it's going to last you a super long time. But if you just use this by itself, it's probably not going to last you as long. It's not super lasting. So I do, for school and stuff, I do put it on and use a spray, and it lasts me 8 hours. But lately I've been putting powder on top and then a spray, you know, the setting spray, and it's been lasting me a whole lot longer. So just keep that in mind. It's not super lasting. But just depends what you use it, how you use it, what other stuff you use with it. So yeah, that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
You really might know what it's like.